It's the Artie Lange Show. I'm here with John Ritchie and my buddy Chris Laker, comedian. And now who's joining us is Brian Leonard from the NFL, a former Bengal. Well, I say former Bengal. You're a free agent now, right?
Free agent, yeah. Just kind of waiting around. Free agency opens up March 13th.
So what does that feel? Are you worried? Are you nervous? Or what's going on?
Not really. I'm confident I'll be somewhere. Last time I talked to my coach at the end of the season, he said, we're going to try to sign you back here. But it is free agency, and I'm unrestricted, so who knows? I could be.
You want to go back to the Bengals? Do you like it there?
I do. I would love to be a Bengal again. I mean,
how long are you there for?
This should be my. Oh, if I'm there next year, it'll be my 5th year coming up.
Oh, your 5th year. And is that the only team you've been with?
I got drafted actually to St. Louis Rams, so this will be my next year. Will be my 7th year in the NFL.
Oh my God! Well, this guy was there for 7 years, John.
Yeah. And then I broke, and my body just.
What happened?
Fell
and
apart.
So what happened?
Well,
You got an injury.
Yeah, I had a couple. I know you had some shoulders, right?
Yeah.
I shoulder reconstruction, came back from that, and then the very next year in Philly,
And then they
blew my
cut you.
knee
It's
out.
brutal, right? They just said,
Tried to come back, and they said, "We don't think you're where you need to be." See ya.
It's
and I
crazy.
actually went to.
say hi to Central Pennsylvania for us.
Yeah, I actually went to Cincinnati and didn't make it past the physical.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then, so what about you now? Well, you've had injuries?
Oh yeah. I mean, the crazy fact is, last year there was 4,500 injuries reported, and there's only 1,800 players in the NFL. So it's guaranteed you're gonna get hurt eventually every single year, multiple times.
It's a brutal game.
It is.
Now, are you Canadian or something?
I'm actually upstate New York, right next to Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you sound Canadian.
Do I have about out?
Yeah, you do. You sound very Canadian. I mean, look, I like that.
I'm about 20 minutes away from Canada.
You sound like a nice guy. And I mean, and again, like being from where we're from, Chris and Mike and I, and we're from Staten Island and Jersey, where we. I almost like feel like you want something from me, like you're conning me or something. Like you seem like a real nice guy. Like you're gonna try
Like
to
you're
sell
gonna
me.
give him
I think it's pretty
pamphlets.
genuine.
It seems genuine. Do you have a lot of anger in you? You must have anger in you to be a football player.
You know what? To be honest, I don't get too angry playing the game. Only very few times I get angry. And actually, I'm a better player when I'm angry. I wish I could get angry more, but
No,
I'm
that's true of
pretty
comedians.
just calm, cool, and collected guy.
I think that's true. Like Chris, don't you think you're a better comic if you're angry, too? I mean,
Yeah, no, I have to get riled up something. Once you stop getting angry about something, you can't really be passionate about it.
That's right. That's what I say. I mean, like anger is a true thing.
Yeah, I play on the offensive side of the ball though, so it's a little different than defense. You got to be angry on defense.
Right.
Offense, you got to be kind of calm and collected, and
I
know the play. And
but
snap
offense,
count.
you got to always ready to become angry because of interceptions. You have to at any
point.
moment
Good
become
point.
angry.
And special teams. I play
Yeah,
special
that's
teams
right.
too.
So you could
I do.
at any time on offense, you could become defense in a millisecond.
Try
You're
more
right.
anger.
Yeah.
Give it a shot.
Try more angry? How do I do?
I don't know.
Want me to punch Artie in the face?
No,
or-
no. Not here. I mean, if it might help the appearance. Who knows? But no, I'm saying use maybe on the football field, like this fact that you were cut. I'm sure you're not. Well, you weren't cut. You're a free agent.
Traded.
Well, I was traded from Cincinnati or from St. Louis to Cincinnati.
That's got to make you angry.
I was a little pissed there. You're right.
Right,
Yeah.
now
New coach came in. I was coming off a shoulder injury. I missed the whole entire season before that, and basically I didn't get an opportunity there.
What is that like when I mean, listen, I'm sure you seem like a bright guy. You'll be fine in the rest of your life. But when you're a young kid and you know you're good enough to play in the NFL and you get injured and you got to sit out a whole year and wondering what's going to happen, that's got to be torture, right?
It is. It's the worst part about football too. I mean, that's what guys dread the most is getting an injury. You could be one of the best players in the league. You get an injury, and you aren't the same guy you were the year before.
You're not.
You could be, that's the way you make a living. That's the way you feed your families. And you get an injury, you could be done for the rest of
The
your
way
life.
you feed your family. So you plan on having more than one family.
No, I do not.
Like you're Antonio Camargo, so that's the way you feed your families. Your 14 families. What about that? Do you have a baby mamas around? Or
No baby mamas.
No?
I do got a girlfriend, though.
You have a
long-time girlfriend, yeah.
No kids.
No kids.
Good for you, man. You got to be careful.
Definitely.
John, now what about you? Did you fall prey to any women?
I did not
in the
have
NFL?
baby mamas either.
No, I mean, did you fall prey to any vixen type women?
No, I didn't fall
You
prey.
stayed away from that.
I think so. My roommate, when I was out in Oakland, probably fell prey to a few lusty vixens.
Because Oakland that's a crazy town.
Wow. Nah, the Bay Area is great. I mean, Oakland.
But not Oakland in particular is bad, is what I'm saying.
Well, It depends. There's some beautiful spots, you know.
Yeah, when San Francisco.
Up in the hills.
In San Francisco, there are.
Oh, the Oakland Hills, the Berkeley Hills. It's directly across from San Francisco.
When I used to play the Punchline in San Francisco, before I was on Howard Stern, it was like a kind of an easygoing crowd. But I would play the Punchline in San Francisco after getting on Howard's show, and it would be all crazy like. Gang members from Oakland would come over. So I would be in the middle of San Francisco in a sold-out show at a club, and I would say Joe Montana and get booed. Yeah. they all hated Joe Montana. Yeah. What was it like working for Al Davis? Was that fun?
I thought he was the coolest guy in the world. Even with the the jumpsuit thing, and
he seems like a
maniac. He had some pimpy glasses that he wore every day. He was stylish in his own way. I wasn't emulating his choice of attire, but I think that he was the sharpest guy out there.
No, that's good.
And he would talk to me about politics, about science, about just
science.
Yeah, literature.
What would that sound like?
Science?
Yeah, what would he say about science?
I don't know. I might have embellished that a little bit.
That's interesting.
No, but he did want to talk about literature a lot because he was an English major and I was an English major, and he wanted to talk about Herman Melville.
Oh, he would. Like, he wrote, of course, Moby Dick.
Moby Dick. But Mr. Davis's favorite story was the story of Billy Budd. I want to talk about Billy Budd. And
what about you? Did you ever talk about science with your owners or anything?
No, I barely talked to my owner. Maybe once or twice. So.
Now, what does that feel? Do you feel like in the NFL? Do you feel like a piece of meat sometimes? Do you feel like someone who can be sold at any moment?
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, especially NFL Combine when you're going through that. Basically, you stand up there, you take your shirt off, you take your pants off, you're in your underwear. You're standing up there, you got to step on the scale.
They didn't ask me to take my pants off, Ron.
I guarantee you had your pants off at the NFL Combine.
Was it in a private room?
You might have been in an audition for a musical. What'd you do the 40 in?
I did 4.47.
Oh, wow. That's fast, man. So what position you play?
Oh, I started off. I mean, I played running back in college.
Now you're running.
Then Ray Rice came in, and then I moved to fullback and played fullback. I gained to like 15 pounds.
So you're a Rutgers guy. So Ray came in. Yeah.
Yep. Right. And then actually now I'm a running back in the NFL. I haven't played any fullback in the NFL, and basically.
Well, the fullback position is basically gone, right?
It really is basically gone. Like our fullback on our team maybe gets 5 or 6 snaps a game.
Interesting.